Hello everyone, come with me as a lazy mama 3, and today we're doing the long-awaited house tour.
Mama, Billy spilled his cereal on my toes, and the dog pooped on my bed again. I can't sleep.
What did I tell you before? Don't breathe when I'm doing my TikToks. We'll clean it up next week. I ain't got time for this. I'm a curvy model now.
You know, there's some people on the internet that I don't think should have children, pets, the internet, and Donut Mom has all 3 of those things. Unfortunately, you thought Halloween was over? Oh, my sweet mortals. Halloween is forever on this channel, especially because the internet exists and Donut Mom is one big fright fest. Grab your snacks, grab a blanket. Do you have your donuts? Donut Mom does. Let's leap into the laziest mom on TikTok who is extremely proud of it. Got popular from smacking her kids around, tossed them a donut, and strutted down the runway right after. Yeah, you think it's all fun and games and chunky chicks strutting down the runway and donuts? Honey, this story is no longer about donuts. It runs much deeper. Before we start, please leave a comment to help me fight the algorithm gods by commenting the phrase of the day. Wash your ass. Please. Alexandra Sabal, the mom that gave her kids donuts for breakfast, filmed it and the whole world said, "Unacceptable!" And thus, Donut Mom was born. And her personal life would quickly spill out faster than her pouring all that soda for her children. It's been quite some time since we've talked about Donut Mom, and I just checked. She has a check mark now. She even has a code. Alex for pop boxes. People get discounts using her name. She also has Ariel flipping off anybody that comes to her page because this woman gets critiqued like no other. Because she was one of the people to start the ever so rising lazy mom aesthetic. So just think up, use your imagination of the most put together moms on TikTok, right? The ones that cut the sandwiches into cute little shapes, the ones that are matching their kids, and also the kids have nothing sticky on their bodies, and the mom, you know, hair's fresh, body's looking snatched, clothes are put together, they have nothing sticky on themselves, they pretty much look like a Target billboard. So think of that, but the opposite. As in the house is a mess with rabbit poop all over the place. See these drapes? Like this wall over here? If I was Donut Mom, poop would just be all over this. So this went all over TikTok. People were seeing that she would be cooking food for her children, and in the background you could see rabbit droppings. Rabbits are allowed to be on the counters. Very, very nasty. So Donut Mom would get on and prove that her house is actually pretty clean and there's not rabbit poop everywhere.
I keep saying my house is filthy because of a video someone edited about me, because of a hate page that made videos about me. My house is normal.
Can I just ask you guys, let me know in the comment section, people who have pets, is it normal for there to just be on your walls and on your floors in between your kids' toes? I have 2 pets. I wipe their feet off when they come in from in the house because I just can't stand, you know, I mean, if I were to walk in the area that I relieve myself, I would probably want to like scrub off my feet. You know, I'm just gonna take a guess and say that it's not normal. I hope. Please God, don't you guys tell me that there's poop. You know, that's a normal thing.
This is my living room. A normal mess. I have dog toys and kids stuff right there. My kitchen. Clutter. That's it. Clutter. No, I don't have maggots. These are all clean dishes. These are the dirty dishes. Those are all clean dishes. These are all clean dishes. Clutter, not filth. Clutter. Look, my stove's clean.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that we just have different definitions of clean.
Clutter. Clutter. This room has toys in it. SpongeBob, my 6-year-old, drew on the wall.
The room is very messy, but SpongeBob Doodle, 10 out of 10. Anyway, she proves that her house is clean to her standards, but then she gets to her room.
In my room, with my bunnies that you guys all complain about, and yes, they do poop on the floor, and yes,
So then they do poop on the floor.
it gets cleaned up every single day.
Lies. I'm gonna just say that is a lie because Alexandra is someone that was complaining that she can't even really finish all the dishes every single day. She can't clean the dishes every single day because absolutely no one in her house helps her. So I'm going to guess that if you don't have time to clean the dishes every single day, you most likely do not have time to clean the poop off your walls and floorboards every single day. Means those little brown nuggets from your rabbit's booty cheeks are in between your children's toes and yours, but I'm not worried about her toes. I'm worried about the kids' toes. So if you watch Donut Mom for a very long time, you will notice that there's just a few things about her, and I'm gonna prove it through this video. 1, she's fat. I already proved that. Done. 2, she's selfish. And 3, she's dumb. And 4, for a bonus, she's lazy as hell, which we've already proven that too. So I have to prove the other one. Stupid and selfish.
But I have a normal mess.
Shall we add delusional to that list? We shall. And we just kind of proved that she's delusional because no one in their right mind can say this is just a normal mess. This is a health hazard to have poop all over your house. We've seen in multiple videos that those rabbits leak out from her bedroom. Sometimes they're in the kitchen, sometimes they're with the children. If she doesn't have time to do dishes, do you think she has time to train her rabbits to poop in specific areas where her kids' toes do not wiggle around in the carpet? I will answer it for you. So most aesthetic moms will brag about their loving mutual relationship with some guy. It's usually traditional, they're monogamous, at least in front of the camera. Well, Donut Mom is anything but traditional, and she doesn't mind letting the world know about her canoodlings. She's loud and proud, baby. And many people are very uncomfortable with her relationship and how she puts it out on the internet.
I have a boyfriend. Matter of fact, I have a girlfriend too. Hi.
Oh yes, Donut Mom is in a throuple. And look at you, you're sitting there and can't even get a text back. What a day. Yeah, don't be jealous because the fact that there's rabbit poop all over the house, I'm gonna just say it's
nasty.
So people not only had a lot to say about how she feeds her children, but they also had a lot to say about how she treats her children, because when you're always live, things come out. And because of that, people will start noticing a routine. And people will start noticing that not only does Donut Mom not give a about what she gives her kids when they eat, she also doesn't give a about them in general. She just gives the most about TikTok and going live and proving that her house isn't dirty
My house is normal.
while her kids are asking for attention.
This makeup brush. Brooklyn, this is my last time asking you to go play in the room. Or you're going in timeout. 1, 2. All right, go in timeout.
Damn, she didn't even let her get to 3. We didn't count in my family. We knew when my mom said something, we do it. But my mom also wasn't on TikTok showing off makeup brushes, and I was allowed to play in the living room.
I got this foundation.
Not the sigh and then going back to the foundation while little Jessica cries in the corner.
Just going out hot air.
Why did you break your window?
Actually, I too want to know how this child, who I'm guessing is really tiny, broke a window. And how did she not know about it? How did you guys grow up? Because I grew up under my parents' thumb and them breathing down my neck all the time. They knew exactly what was going on in my room. And if I broke a window, they would definitely know. My mom definitely wouldn't go back to just showing off makeup sponges on TikTok.
And then when it was broken, they put all my stuff out down.
Okay. I got a lint remover.
Oh my God, she don't care. You know, this is coming from someone who doesn't have children. I did babysit and nanny almost every single day of my life while my friends were partying through middle school to high school and some of college. So I do have some insight on children. Just a suggestion, maybe put the phone down for a second and go fix the window. Unfortunately, for people who always have their camera running and they just don't really have a brain, because any sane person would just turn off the camera. Alexandra, known as Donut Mom, keeps the camera going and the daughter keeps it talking, and the audience finds out some things. As in, the daughter's really frustrated because it's so hot in her room and she just wants to kind of sleep outside in the living room where it's a little bit cooler for her tiny little small body.
We've been in the living room tonight, and you won't let me.
When did I say you could sleep in the living room?
It's hot in my room. I'm always hot in my room when I sleep in it.
I didn't say you could sleep in the living room.
Yeah, she knows that. That's why she's asking for permission. And as someone who grew up, like, we had air conditioner, but my mom would always keep it at 76. And as someone whose body was just like sweltering all the time, I could not sleep ever for years. See these under eye bags? That's what it's from, not sleeping, being too hot in my room. My mom's saying, open up the window so the devil's breath can, you know, breathe into my soul. So whatever this girl is, even if she broke her window, I'm on her side. Let her sleep in the living room. But instead of comforting her daughter, or at least turning off the camera, Donut Mom, she just looks angry at her daughter and looks very irritated and goes back to her work. TikTok.
We're gonna come sleep in the living room, but it's all in my room. I'm gonna be on all night. I'm on every single night in my room.
And for some reason, Alexandra's not understanding that the daughter does not want to sleep in her bedroom. She wants to sleep in the living room where it's a little bit more breathable.
It's hot in my room, and that's it.
You don't have to sleep in here.
Yeah, but you won't let me sleep in there. It's hot in
In
my
where?
What?
Sleep in where?
In your room?
No, you're not sleeping in my room.
And that's a good thing, because remember I mentioned that she's in a throuple? Lord Jesus, I know you do not want me to tell you about this, but I got to. It's part of the story. You gotta understand. Please forgive me. Well, her and her girlfriend would be doing a thing inside the bedroom that the kid wants to sleep in, and the man, the other partner, would be outside the door. You know what? Let me just have Alexandra explain this. It's way better coming from her mouth.
So you're in the room with the throuples and Taylor's outside the door?
Yes, we didn't know he was outside the door, until we went, my ex went to step outside of the door and stepped in a pile of jizz.
Unlike Alexandra, I actually will clean that up. But that was from a live interview that Donut Mom thought was a great idea to appear on live, a podcast on TikTok called Mama Drama. And this, even though I don't think I have to prove to you anymore about my dumb theory, but this really shows just how dumb the Donut Mom is. And whenever this happens, it's very confusing to me why LOL cow type influencers will go on any type of interview, especially it being live. Something always comes out, and it did. Something that many people, especially these LOL cow type individuals who are chronically online, don't understand about interviews is that celebrities who get interviewed, they get coached on it. They get talked to. They get trained. They go through interview boot camp. They take classes. They know exactly what to say. Usually, if you are someone who got named Donut Mom on the internet and you have Bugs Bunny running freely in your house, pooping all over your floor, I'm just going to give you a tip that you probably should never go live, and you definitely should not get interviewed because you're gonna look dumb, because you probably are. But for some reason, they always do. And go live she did. And Alexandra thought that this was an excellent idea to get on live to prove all the haters wrong. And she was very confident. She wasn't scared at all.
So I just got out of some drama, and I'm being reeled right back into some. So I've been in this group, Mama Drama, for like over 2 years now, ran by Mariah Monet. And they just realized I was in there. And Mariah wants to do an interview with me. And all of the girls were saying she won't do it.
Because you shouldn't.
She's gonna leave the group.
You probably should. People don't like you in there. They're just laughing at you.
You know, whatever. But y'all know I'm not scared of anything.
Are you sure? Seems like you're a little scared of Lysol and clean floors.
They can give me their best shot. I get dragged every single day on TikTok and Facebook.
Don't forget YouTube.
They can't say no worse to me than y'all have. They think I'm too scared to do the interview? Absolutely not. I know a lot of women are scared of Mama Drama and don't want to get involved because the women can be so brutal on there. Bring it on.
Well, Mariah from Mama Drama would give her her best shot, and Alexandra's daughter would too. And her life would quickly crumble, even more than it is now, which is very sad because it already looks like her life is just on the floor with the rabbit poop. But Alexandra proved nothing else except that everybody was right about her and more. So first, Alexandra wanted to show that her house is clean once again. And the first thing she's got to show is the bathroom.
Oh, wow. So, okay. It's looking kind of swampy, girl. I'm not going to lie. When's the last time the water was taken out of there?
This was actually just last night.
Didn't she just say that it's just an average mess in her house? What average person doesn't just drain the damn bathtub right after they're done giving or taking a bath? If that's the average American, oh my God. Alexandra, I need to hear the excuse for this one.
I just didn't dump it.
You're gonna tell me that a woman who is too lazy to just pull a drain so that the water can run through cleans up her rabbit poop every single day, I'm gonna say that my theory is correct. But I'll never know because I'm never gonna go to Donut Mom's house. I don't want rabbit poop in between my boots or my toes. You know, poor Barbie in there with Spider-Man for a whole day. As a Barbie enthusiast, I will never do that to you guys. I'll only chop off your heads, throw you in boiling hot water, and customize you. But never leave them in a dirty bathtub full of water overnight. Anyway, she did a very bad job of proving that her house wasn't messy about 20 seconds into the live, because from the bathtub she goes to the toilet, what I think is rabbit droppings on the bathroom floor, and then we see the toilet which has brown stains all up inside of it and around it. And she already said that that man that was outside of the door doing his thing had trouble relieving himself on the floor. I'm gonna guess that he and many other people in the house have trouble making it into the toilet. So it's a good guess that the brown stains on the ground could be human poop mixed with rabbit poop.
Okay. All right.
I clean the toilet pretty frequently.
You know those people that just lie straight to your face or over TikTok live? That's Donut Mom.
Do you ever clean the side, like right there where all that?
This side's harder to get to because it's like very narrow.
There's a bunch of people on TikTok, you know, and rightfully so. Some of my friends talk about this too, and I can agree that they get upset a little bit when people think that fat people are just dumb, lazy, and nasty. But I would be very upset if I was an obese person watching this, because Donut Mom fits every single one of those stereotypes, and she is the one that is like the poster child for the fat individuals. I would be so upset.
So I clean that one about once a month, but I clean this side every time I clean the toilet.
Once a month. Okay.
So you clean the sides of the toilet once a month?
No, just this side.
Just that one side? Yeah, I definitely can tell it's once a month. Okay.
You are a stay-at-home mom who's on TikTok all day. How do you not have time to clean a freaking toilet? Especially one that looks like that. There's broken windows, Bugs Bunny's running everywhere. What the hell is she doing all day? Hello everyone, Donut Mom here. Come with me through my day as a lazy mama 3.
Hello.
Jeopard? Yup. The regular. See you soon.
Mama, poop's still in my bed.
What did I tell you?
But Mom.
Go to bed. Damn, you look good when you ain't taking care of your kids and yourself. I shit on the toilet again and on the floor.
We can clean it up next week.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's move on away from the toilet business and go to the rest of the house. So after proving that her bathroom is just like an average, normal bathroom that you'll see walking to anybody's house,
My house is normal.
they move on to the kitchen where her daughter is.
Smack me in my face.
Don't even. Do not come up here and lie about that.
You know, beating your kids is not funny, but the fact that she says don't lie about that as she curls up her hand into a fist is very ironic. So this whole thing would blow up. Donut Mom beats her kids, and her daughter is expressing it online.
That's not even funny. It's not a funny joke. You don't lie about stuff like that.
Nah, he said that as soon as the cameras started rolling. Man, kids say the darnest thing. He really gonna say you slapped him in his face?
And Donut Mom would just say it's just this thing that her daughter does called lying. There's no truth to that.
Yeah, that's my 6-year-old. She has a lying thing she's been doing recently.
So she would get off of live and take a break and promise, you know, I'll be right back. And many of the commenters in Mama Drama were saying, she ain't coming back after that. She's done. She ain't coming back. Well, remember, Alexandra said she ain't scared of nothing. She ain't got nothing to hide. And clearly she don't, because she let everything hang out, all the toiletries and everything, and came right back on.
All right. They thought I knew you. See, I knew you wasn't gonna duck. They did think you was gonna duck. You're not ducking no smoke. You about it.
Not her just looking blankly at the camera. I don't know if she is scared or if there's just like, you know, nothing going on up in there.
Are you ready? You look a little nervous. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
They weren't even 5 minutes into this interview. The interview didn't even really start, and this is how it was going. So after the intro, the toilet, the daughter saying she gets slapped in the face, Alexandra finally introduces herself to anyone who doesn't know who she is. Which is kind of funny because they already know what her toilet looks like before they know who she is. And it's also gross.
I'm the donut mom, that's what everyone calls me. I'm the lazy mom of 3, I'm also known as.
And then they hop right back into it. The whole point of this video was for Alex to show and prove that her house is normal, messy. And the point for Mama Jama was to just interview her and see the house. So they both agreed and they hopped right into the house tour.
So, okay, so you said you wanted to see the living room, the kitchen, and the bathroom, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's my dog.
Okay.
That's my living room.
Okay. This is your authentic living room.
Yeah.
Girl, there is trash upon trash upon trash everywhere. I'm actually very happy that I don't have the confidence of Donut Mom. She was so confident in the beginning.
Bring it on.
And she literally brought us first to the funky, nasty bathroom, then followed up with the funky, nasty living room. Delusional, but we already proved that one.
Yep. I wanted you to see what it looks like on a daily basis.
Yeah, no. Can we get a little close up? See, I just want to see, you know, what's hanging around.
Funk, that's what's hanging around. Also, remember when Donut Mom said, this is how my house looks every single day? It looks quite different than in that first proof video. Not only are you messy, but you're a liar. But we already knew that. Because I know damn well you do not clean the floor of your house where your bunnies poop every single day. Especially if you can't clean the toilet every day. Toilets are high traffic areas.
Okay. Lots of, is those Amazon packages and toys?
Yes. Yep. Toys, packages. My cat just kind of become the catch-all most of the time.
Oh no, she has cats. There are 2 type of like animal people, especially when it comes to cat. The people that are actually very clean with their cats and the people who are exactly like this. And I know damn well if she lets her rabbits poop on the floor, those cats are getting their stuff all over the walls, probably on the ceiling too. They're more limber and can reach higher places than a rabbit. So then we get to the famous Donut Mom kitchen.
And over here is the famous counter that's always behind me in my videos.
Anyone else put off a little bit that she used famous counter? For example, we talked about Pearl, just Pearly Things, calling herself famous and how life is so hard that, you know, now she's famous, nobody wants to be friends with her. It's not the fact that she called her friends fat, said that they shouldn't vote and their husbands should cheat on them.
I actually think that like women like to be cheated on.
Well, in this case, now we have a lady who got very popular on TikTok called the Donut Mom, who thinks that her counter is famous.
A lot of people think it's trash on my counter,
As it is.
but it's food.
Honey, if there is poop on your floors, there's gonna be trash on your counters. You can't fight this. It's just how it is.
Right. And I have dirty dishes, of course.
Can I see the dirty dishes real quick? I just want to. All right. How many days worth of dishes is that?
2.
2? You can't clean like some of those dishes. You're gonna make me think that you clean the floors every day and you can't clean the dishes. Also, to anyone who's writing me a long paragraph about the fact that I said there's 2 types of cat people, the types of cat people that their house smells like
Nasty.
this goes for dog people too. You have to clean your pet. But you still wanna keep that paragraph about that? Cause I'm pretty sure her house smells like shit.
2 days. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pots and pans and stuff. Now, nobody in the house helps you? Like if they see there's a bunch of dishes, no one offers to do them?
No, not really. My boyfriend will, every once in a while load the dishwasher, but most of the time it's me.
Well, yeah, because he's too busy relieving himself outside the bedroom door on the floor. You know where the rabbits relieve themselves.
Is that the microwave up top?
Yeah.
Can I see the inside? I just want to.
No, we don't have to do that. I already know what's gonna be in there. Stains at the least, fecal matter at the most.
It's
Okay.
messy.
And what's that in there?
Just like, I guess sauce or something that got spilled in there.
Well, I'm really happy that I was wrong about the fecal matter. But that's exactly how I would think that her microwave would look. Come on, what did you expect? She doesn't clean dishes for 2 days, and it's very hard for her to just pull up a drain so that the bath water can drain.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me see the stove. Yeah. Okay.
Usually it's actually worse than this.
What?
Oh, I'm spilling water. So,
Oh, you said usually it's worse than that?
Something's not connecting here. In the first proof video that we talked about earlier, she said that her stove looks like this. But now she's saying, well, no, this is how it usually is. In fact, it's worse.
Yeah, usually it's worse.
She don't care. She don't give a She doesn't care about any. What was the purpose of this video, Alexandra? She's just proving everybody right. Why do this? Because she's dumb. See, I think it's very disgusting. I hate this for the kids, but also, I guess we were right. So then the big reveal, her bedroom. You know, where the whole throuple thing that happens? Thought I would remind you.
Okay, so you have your bunnies like hay and pellets in your room where you sleep.
Yeah, the bunnies are in here too, except for
Wait,
one
the
of them.
bunnies are in your room? Like, are they in a cage or they're chilling in your room?
2 are in a cage and the rest just chill in the room.
Can I see the bunnies?
Yeah. Are they under the bed,
Wait,
Jake?
this is your room where you sleep?
Yeah.
And that's your bureau. And so the bunnies are in the room where you sleep. And well, obviously they're not trained because they poop everywhere. Okay. So this is the room and the
They
bunnies.
do have litter boxes, but unfortunately we're still working on it.
Oh, I knew it. I knew those bunnies weren't trained.
Okay.
Here's 2 of the bunnies. Let me see if I can get them to come out. Honey bun.
No, Honey Bun probably should stay in her cage, as the other ones might need to stay in there so you can actually clean the floors like you say you do. So it turns out that Donut Mom actually has 7 rabbits.
We started with 3, and now we have 7.
So, oh, wait, you have 7 bunnies?
Yeah.
Running freely in her room, doing what bunnies do through the day, pooping on the floor. But don't worry, it's not regular poop. It's, what is it, Donut Mom?
The rabbit poop is just like regurgitated hay. So it's not like regular animal poop. You can look it up. It's just like dried hay.
You guys want to delete that paragraph you wrote me when I said that she probably smells like ass? Because anyone who just says, don't worry, it's not regular poop, it's just hay poop from their butthole that's on my floor. So willy-nilly as she did, smells like ass. So this interview was only episode 1 of Mama Jama with the Donut Mom. They had to do episode 2. Yep, Donut Mom said it would be a great idea to get back on live. And Mama Jama would bring up the whole, you know, hitting kids thing.
So my question to you, right, is are you going to sit on this stage and tell me again that your daughter was lying in the live last night?
Yes, I am. I have never hit her in her face.
Face being the key word. She does make it clear that I do hit my kids though, just not in the face.
I am such a good person.
Have you hit her at all?
I have popped her hand. I have popped her butt. I have never hit her in her face.
I understand when she says popped what it means because I came up in a family where you get spanked, but I like to do something now that I'm an adult. I just like to say hit because pop and hit are that's the same thing. So you hit your daughter's hand, you hit her booty cheeks, you hit her. Instead of using the word pop to say hit. I personally use the word beat and then my family gets all upset. God said you're supposed to attack the, or whatever that Bible verse was, or they always bring up when I bring it up. They also say I'm not a parent, so I have no say-so in this.
So you've given her a spanking and you have hit her hand.
Yes. I've only ever gave her a pop or a spanking for hitting, biting, something physical.
Oh, her kids are little. They were those kids that bite. So I'm not here to tell anybody how to raise their kids because it's their kids. But I did notice that she brings this up.
Okay.
I tried to stop and do the gentle parenting thing, and then everybody told me that I was letting her walk all over me. I did the gentle parenting thing for 2 years.
The term gentle parenting was a very new term for me, especially because we didn't get no gentle parenting growing up. Who else didn't? Yeah, I see you guys got it. Most of us did not get gentle parenting, but millennials are now adults and they are finding that our parents' techniques might have been a little harsh and they're trying new ways called gentle parenting. And I looked into it quite a bit, and at first I was against it, and then I started watching like more and more and looking at all these things. So I'm like, dude, I don't have no time to explain nothing to a kid. But at the same time, you probably should be explaining things to a child so that they can understand. And I started really, really liking it, but it's a lot more than just taking things away and putting them in the corner.
So what do you consider, what's your version of gentle parenting? What do you consider that to be?
Time out, taking things away.
You gotta have technique. And from what I was seeing, it's got a lot of bit more effort than just like smacking your kid around, right? There's more steps to it. So I'm going to just guess, even though Donut Mom is saying that she did the gentle parenting thing for 2 years, just looking at her house, how lazy she is, how unmotivated she is to clean up rabbit poop off the floor and the poop from the toilets, I'm gonna guess that she didn't put that much effort into gentle parenting at all.
Do you honestly think that you can teach a child not to hit someone by hitting them?
No.
Weird segue story. I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with this. It's a little different because it's not child versus adult. It's child versus child. When me and my brother were younger, one of us had an issue with hitting each other. I don't know which one because my mom keeps switching up the story. Let's just say it was me. Because there's nothing more than I would like to do as an adult than just give my brother a little bit of a, just a one good, you know, in the face. If you've seen my videos before, you know he kind of deserves it. Anyway, let's just say I had a really hard time of hitting my brother when I was like 1 or 2. We were really, really tiny. And my mom was saying, eventually someone's gonna get tired, my brother, and he's gonna hit you back. And you're gonna learn to probably keep your hands to yourself. And one day, that day came. I hit him and then he knocks me out. And my mom was like, but she said after that, the hitting stopped. So I thought I would throw that out there. But once again, that's different than like little child against large adult. Large adult knows how to use words. 2-year-olds, not so much. So in the second episode, they addressed the boyfriend. Remember, she was in a throuple and then there was that random man outside of the door doing what he needed to do to make himself feel so good. Well, she broke up with the throuple and she decided to be with the guy doing that outside of the door. See? She's dumb. She makes dumb decisions. So she's with that man who eventually accused Donut Mom of S-ing her own daughter.
Actually publicly said that he accused me of this. He accused me of assaulting my daughter.
Girl, this man accused you of sending your daughter to be petty and you are with him now?
You heard that right. They broke up and then they got back together and they're a happy family again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you really need therapy very bad.
Yes, she does. So the interviewer asks, what made you get back with this man? Because these are some serious allegations. You know, the kids that you love so much could have been taken away.
Because that's such a serious accusation.
He apologized.
That's right, Alexis's standards are on the floor with the rabbit poop. All he had to do was say,
I'm sorry.
I mean, and for a while there, I actually thought maybe he was doing something.
that's right, mother's intuition. She said, I think my boyfriend is touching my little girl. But instead of getting her kids away, she said, no, 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 come in my house. Literally, come in my house. And that's what he did, freaks. She smells like ass, she's stupid, and she's a bad person, and she doesn't care about her kids. I feel like I proved every single thing so far, and more. The last episode of Mama Drama would finish with Donut Mom being absolutely pissed and yelling at another member of Mama Drama.
If you're gonna fucking talk, if you're gonna sit here and call me a bad mother for being in a relationship with your father and you beat your own fucking kids, you have no goddamn room to talk. This is the fucking perfect time to address that shit.
So after this, everybody was like, well, not only were we right, but you're even worse of a person than we thought you were. So she would get back on live, even though she doesn't care what people think about her, and talk about the interview.
I cannot believe how that live just went with Mariah Monet.
That's actually exactly how I would think it would go. What was she expecting?
If you weren't there, I'm sure you'll see the clip. What was said on the live is completely false. I am so upset that she came on live and lied like that. And the fact that everyone's going to spin that, she literally said afterwards that it was a joke. But everyone's gonna take that part out of the clip.
The balled up fist didn't help the situation, honestly.
And make it to where I look like a monster.
I think the thing that makes her look most like a monster is going back with
That man.
you know, the one where she thought that he was touching her daughter. That makes you a monster to me. Anyway, so after, oh, what's that? It's CPS.
So I found out after my interview with Donut Mom, CPS did show up at her house and no, they did not take her kids. A lot of what she shared in the interview was stuff CPS already knew.
So yeah, CPS showed up. They kind of did a whole walkthrough and they were like, yep, looks like it did last time we were here. So Donut Mom won. The kids weren't taken and Donut Mom is living her best life and even decided to announce why she was living her best life because it was about to get better. A lazy mom of 3 is going to walk the runway at NYFW. Woo! CPS came to my house, I got shit on my floor, and now I get to walk the runway. Maybe I'll leave traces of bunny rabbit poop down it. Anyway, the reveal is so funny. Look at her like struggle to take off her throw to the side, the very slow hobble to the camera. Our girl is ready, and she documented everything. Wait, look at the caption. I'm ready. How about you? I am not ready to watch her walk down the runway, honestly, but we're gonna see. Hashtag Miss Curvy, at Miss Curvy Pageant, at Woo Plus Curvy Dating. Girl, you got a girlfriend, a boyfriend, that guy that does that thing outside your door. I'm a little confused about this. Why do we need to add more people to this situation? Your toilet can't take any more butt cheeks on it. Anyway, so Donut Mom would film the whole thing up until the runway. But first, this video was sponsored by me and my small bakery Yibs. And yes, Donut Mom, we do have donuts that have 8 grams of protein. If you would like to support me and the channel, click the link below.
Hack with me to go to New York as a lazy mom of 3. So first of all, I have all my clothes separated. I have outfit 1, 2, 3, and
oh, girl got her nails done. I'm used to her not having nails. I was actually reading, apparently she gets her nails done more often than I would know because I'm not gonna watch this.
First outfit I'm packing is these red leggings, because I live in leggings, with one of my favorite shirts. Don't forget to hydrate and mind your business.
Thank you for the suggestion, but we won't. We are nosy on this channel.
Brush and toothpaste, my boyfriend's toothbrush.
Oh, that thing is coming too. Wonderful. So then they finally arrive in New York and it's time for their pageant rehearsal. And Donut Mom is ready to strut.
'Cause I wanna participate in the happy parade. I'll slap a smile.
I'm so sorry. Just the little hobble, it cracks me up. It's good they're practicing.
Cross my face, get some sun on this pale skin. Feel
Ooh, that was good. The curtsy was bomb. She did that one.
in the happy parade. That's how I'm feeling.
Ooh, she tripped a little bit, but that's okay. I don't think they're going for perfection, especially if you ask the Donut Mom to walk for you. I think they want authenticity. You know, like how she showed us her authentic house. And we're getting the real Donut Mom walk here.
In the happy parade. Ha ha.
So she documented the process of like her walk developing a lot better. I can't say that it got better because it didn't. They just kind of like threw her a flower and said, well, there you go. She looks a little out of breath, to be completely honest. But the day was finally here and Alexandra was so excited to show everyone what she looked like. She posted it on TikTok in front of a sparkly wall with sparkly gold wings, and there was Alexandra in a dark blue navy dress, very similar to her muumuus, but then people noticed that she's wearing slides, the same slides that she was wearing at rehearsal.
'Cause I wanna participate.
Anyway, I found the video of her walking down the runway on the Miss Curvy pageant web or TikTok, and let me just say that remember how she walked during rehearsal? It was pretty much the same thing. Anyway, post-runway, or more recently, Donut Mom is not changing a damn thing. Her house is still a mess. She's still feeding her kids things like McDonald's.
We got McDonald's for lunch.
She's also still trying to prove whatever she's trying to prove to people of the internet by doing interviews with very cute young girls who do not have her best interests.
With all the dishes, what's in the cabinets? If we're having all the dishes out on the counter and we're keeping them clean, or if they're clean dishes, then let's see what can we do to like organize them in the cabinets if there's nothing in the cabinets.
My cabinets are still full of dishes.
Okay, then maybe we should do a declutter series, whether that's on live or we do like videos of something.
A series would be in their best interest. It would get a lot of views because we all know Donut Mom isn't gonna clean shit. Literally, she's not gonna clean shit. Anyway, her friends say, we're not making fun of her. We're just trying to help.
Someone said, Mary, stop laughing at her and making fun of her. I didn't think
I'm not making fun of her. I have anxiety. Like, this right here is giving me anxiety. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm reading these comments, I'm like, damn.
I have anxiety, and I am also making fun of her. I'm not afraid to say that. Your name's Donut Mom. 1. And do I have to explain all the other stuff we talked about in this video? She deserves to get made fun of. She's gross. On the inside, on the outside, on the floors, outside her bedroom door. And she's with that gross man that did that stuff outside of her door. And Alexis is someone that wants to prove that her house is so clean, but she also wants to prove that this man is is good. And she proves this by telling everyone that I get to spend my boyfriend's money at TJ Maxx.
Spend my boyfriend's money with me as a lazy mom of 3.
A bit late.
Oh my goodness. How stinking cute.
And the fact that this donut woman took this other freaky man back after he accused her of doing certain things to her daughter and her thinking that he also did things to her daughter. The fact that he is looking dead on the inside while he's with her at TJ Maxx.
He's having so much fun.
Anyways, she turned off comments on that because everyone's like, oh, is that the guy? The guy that you think is doing things to your daughter? He's the guy in the video, yeah? The guy that was outside your door doing that while your kids were in the house. That's the guy. Anyway, let's do a run through. Delusional, check. Lazy, obviously, check. Stupid, definitely check. 4, selfish, check. We got them all. We did what we set out to do. So I think that I proved it to you. So I think the only logical thing for you guys to do now is to leave me a comment and hit the subscribe button. You guys, please, I watched so much of that toilet video. More than that was shown in this video. While I was trying to eat a Rice Krispie treat, I had to throw it out in the trash. It's gone. But what do you think about Donut Mom? Is she just an overstimulated mother that's going through a hard time? Or is she someone using her Donut Mom fame to continue doing what she wants to do, just extra money and fun things like walking down the runway in those slides? You guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, you do not have to be a size 2. Having big biceps is wonderful to scare away all the boys, especially the ones that do that outside your door. Or to your children, Alexandra. But remember, health is very important, and if you're going to have children and or pets, you might want to start with actually taking care of yourself first. And if you do decide to have them, at least put yourself aside and take care of them like you're supposed to, like a good mother or father would.
She wakes up, rolls over, hits snooze again. Breakfast time, oh no, the donuts win. Glazed, frosted, sprinkles to the sky. Little Timmy sugar crash, but mama says he'll be fine. Uber Eats dings, McDonald's at the door. Hash browns for the kids, Big Mac for the chores she'll ignore. Kitchen sink crying, dishes stacked to the sun. But Donut Mom shrugs like, oops, guess I'm done. And she don't worry about nutrition or crumbs, cause the roaches in the corner said, girl, we already numb. She's not lazy, she's resting her eyes while flies. Whole family meetings over yesterday's fries. She's Donut Mom, breakfast served with frosting. Cleaning hot, that's emotionally exhausting. Roaches are roommates, flies are her friends, and the bunny poop parade truly never ends.
All of that work for 24 seconds of footage.
She's Donut Mom. Pizza at 10, a cleaning schedule maybe in 2030. But when, oh Donut Mom, someone light a candle, cause this whole house is a health code scandal.